The deadly Marshalltown building fire highlights risks that are associated with illegal occupation of abandoned buildings. In Durban, officials say they're working on a plan to remove unlawful occupants and to ensure legal disputes are resolved speedily. At the same time, abahlali basemjondolo say invasions will continue until the issue of land distribution and housing is resolved. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan reports.
As condolences pour in for the victims of the Johannesburg tragedy, where over 70 people died in a building fire, government officials are reminded of the urgent need for efficient law enforcement.
That's why those people who have invaded our buildings, we are instructing them to leave the buildings as of now because it would lead to the disaster, failing which we are going to mobilize the state resources in order to remove them while we are undergoing the process of disposal of such buildings.
Several abandoned buildings have been illegally occupied in Durban.
We do have abandoned buildings in the city. As you know, that some of them we've demolished them because there's a process to follow. You don't just demolish any building. You need to go to the court of law and you are granted. And as soon as you get that authority, you can demolish.
These legal challenges have roused suspicion of a larger criminal force at play.
You know the issue of Lancers Road. We initiated a process of evicting people. Within seconds, people were able to find a senior counsel. Do you think that people who reside in these buildings who do not even have employment can afford to pay for a senior counsel? It tells you that there are drug dealers who are hiding behind these committee members who are really vulnerable. Then they are using them as a shield so that they can continue to do their drug work and circulate drugs in our city.
Meanwhile, speaking on the sidelines of a public works conference, the abahlali basemjondolo president reflected on disasters at overcrowded settlements, where residents sought shelter closer to job opportunities.
We are in this situation because the government has ignored resolving the question of land in this country, and people are desperate. And as long as there are migration and as long as there are urbanizations, our cities and our state need to make sure that our cities are able to accommodate the influx of people coming into our cities, and everyone is occupying safe buildings.
A solution, he says, lies in rural development.
Just a week ago, 5 babies in Eritrea, in Pretoria, have been banned to the fact that they were beyond recognition. And not only that, they cannot do road informal settlements. This is happening almost every day. It is the reason why abahlali exists. It is the reason why we've been calling for the rapid release of land for people to be able to house themselves.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Durban.